From a spooky reading to a leadership summit, the Call Me Mr. program at Metropolitan State University of Denver has a few community events on the horizon.
And here to talk about it this morning is Mr. Brandon Edmond and Mr. Xavier Isaac. Good morning to you guys.
Good morning.
Now, Brandon, first, can you explain what the Call Me Mr. program is?
Yeah, I can tell you a lot about the Call Me Mr. program. It's a South Carolina-based program. It's a 25-year-old program. But before I tell you why it's a 25-year-old program, MiSTER is actually an acronym. It stands for Mentors Instructing Students Towards Effective Role Model.
Okay.
And it started in the year 2000 by a man named Tom Parks. He was in his car riding down the street, and he was listening to the radio, and he realized that there were too much African-American males going to prison and getting a college degree. And he started the Call Me Mr. program at 3 HBCUs, Claflin, Benedict, and Morris, where the mission was to recruit, train, and retain African-American males to go into, to become teachers,
right.
And the reason why I said it's been a 25-year-old program because we got our first big break in 2004 by the Oprah Winfrey show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oprah Winfrey did her little segment, say, you get a car, you get a car.
Yeah.
You did it with a Mr. Said, you get a Mr., you get a Mr., you get a Mr.
That's really cool.
Wow.
And that's where we got our first big break. And the reason why I had said that it's been a 25-year-old program because we have been doing this for 25 years, from 2000, and MSU Denver became the most Western cohort in the country. We're in 13 other states. Since we've been here, we have been doing a lot, organizing different assemblies or A.F.R.O Summit, and our MSU Magic Retreat where we bring in misters from all around the country.
Wow.
And the rest is history, just doing such amazing work.
Yeah.
One of the events that you guys have coming up is Book-A-Ween. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yes, of course, I got you. So we actually have two graduate advisors in Green Valley Elementary right now, Jordan Putch and Christopher Livingston, and they currently serve as our graduate co-advisors. So we have meetings every Tuesday. They come into the meetings and we talk to them. We wanted to get an event going for the little ones, just a little fun event, not too, but like every event we do is obviously educational and we love to promote literacy in that school. So they decided to come up with the idea, Halloween's coming up, obviously we're gonna dress up for the kids, but also since we wanna promote literacy, we want to read to the kids. So we picked out a costume, we picked out a book to go with the costume, and we're gonna go in and really visit grades K through 5 and read to them.
And Brandon, next April, you guys are putting on a leadership event at MSU Denver. Talk about that.
Yes, sir. So it's the A.F.R.O Leadership Summit, and what the A.F.R.O Leadership Summit, it was created by our director, Dr. Rashad Anderson, and it was when we just moved to Colorado, and we were like, how can we put Call Me Mr. out there in the community? And we were like, how can we invite hundreds of students to MSU Denver campus for a full day of mentorship? And we reached out to school districts, and for our very first A.F.R.O Summit in April 2024, we got over 300
wow, that's awesome.
students,
Yeah.
And the purpose of the summit is to tackle some of the challenges that men of color, especially African-American males, face in the classroom, because that most of them go through their entire K through 12 education without having a teacher that look like them.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and just to use a favorite quote from my Mr. brother, Mr. Jordan Putch, or recent graduate, he said that you can't teach a student if you can't reach a student.
Wow.
And that really resonated with me. And we bring them in and we talk about a different range of topics such as leadership, manhood, brotherhood, and just the value of education, and of course, at the end of the day, with all that session, those sessions speaking on those topics, we ended there with a guest speaker, for our very first, the first one, we had Kobe Durant from the LA Rams come to speak with the boys, after the sessions. But hopefully next year, April, we can hopefully have someone from the Broncos team to come and talk to them, because I know how they would react and know how they would feel,
right.
to have a person like that to come and speak with them.
Well, that's awesome, man. I appreciate you guys being here.
Thank you.
Of course, you guys want to go ahead and go to that event next week. It's next week, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I appreciate that.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Call Me Mr. doing amazing things for the community. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.